It will be an epochal moment when Lin Hua-min retires next year from Cloudgate Dance Theatre, the company he founded in 1973. Not only was Lin among the first choreographers to bring contemporary dance to the Chinese world, he also established his company as Taiwan's proudest cultural product. Choreographing his work in a pioneeringly eclectic blend of Eastern and Western styles, Lin became emblematic of the Taiwanese's own national struggle to establish an identity for themselves, perched between communist China and the wider world. Formosa is Lin's farewell work for his company and also a valedictory meditation on the history of his nation. Ilha Formosa, Beautiful Island, was the name that Portuguese sailors gave to Taiwan when they arrived in the 16th century. But, working in a style that looks dramatically more conflicted, turbulent and edgy than his typical creations, Lin evokes the darker story that lies behind Formosa's beauty, the story of an island that has been shaped by cataclysmic natural disasters, and by the violence of human invaders. The stage at first is a clear, empty, innocent space, in which the 22 dancers establish a busy, harmonious community. Lin's narrative is more metaphorical than linear, and the dancers' briskly patterned walks, workmanlike partnering and simple cotton costumes make them appear simultaneously ancestral and modern, agrarian and urban. They represent a timeless ideal of orderly Formosan society, and there's parallel tracking between time and place that's also reflected in the accompanying soundtrack of Chinese texts and indigenous songs and in Chu Tung Yen's elegant design, which is created from the projection of Chinese poems and individual Chinese characters onto the stage. Character study, Formosa. Photograph, Tristram Kenton for The Guardian. Exquisite moments bloom throughout this first half, a transcendently strange slow dance of unfurling balances and winged flight, in which a woman is transformed into the beautiful egret of poet Yang Moose, imagining a weaving swaying ensemble that flows like water across the stage, while behind it, the projected text starts to drift and dissolve, forming a river of words. There is always the possibility of threat in this metaphorical paradise. When the river of words starts to darken into a flood, the dance's orderly groupings become tremulous with panic. But it's in the second half that Lin and his collaborators shockingly evoke the waves of natural and human violence that have riven Formosa during the course of its history. As the soundtrack is invaded by Kaija Ho's percussive score, the projected characters distort and explode, appearing to crash land on stage like rocks or bombs. Within this blasted landscape, the dancers are locked into pummeling, shaken duets, solos of catatonic fear, group dances of adversarial tension. If, at very occasional moments, Lin's choreography teeters towards the over-literal, he sweeps the work onwards to an apotheosis as visionary as it is unexpected. Having extinguished his stage in blackness, Lin seems to promise a rebirth as stars begin to glimmer on the back wall, as the dancers regroup, and words such as love and Formosa appear. Yet within moments all this is washed away by video footage of crashing waves, and only one dancer remains, as if contemplating the transience of his own species. Lin, the consummate master of his very particular art, has moved from choreographing a history of Taiwan, to choreographing a meditation on history itself, at Sadler's Wells, London, until the 12th of May. Box office, 020-7863-8000.